He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 Sing it, kids!
He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Let me hear it now.
He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world 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 in his hands.
Oh, yeah!
Hi Tiny Treasures, it's so great to see you again on a Sunday. Do you recognise where I am for this week's video? I'm in the crypt at church. This is where we would normally have our group, isn't it? We're trying to work out a way that we can all come back and play again on a Sunday really soon. Wouldn't that be great? I really miss seeing all of your faces on a Sunday. Now, this week, we are thinking about a bit in the Bible where it talks about all the things that love is. How do you know if someone loves you? Maybe they might tell you that they love you, or they might spend lots of time with you. They might do lovely things for you, or they might maybe think about when it's your birthday. What kind of things happen? So I think probably someone might make you a lovely cake, and it's a day just for you, isn't it? And sometimes when we feel loved, it feels like that too, that kind of excitement, and that today is very special because you are loved. And do you know what? God loves you so, so much, and you can ask him to show you his love.
Hi Tiny Treasures, I have a really special story that I wanted to use the pictures from to illustrate to you a couple of things about kindness and patience. And the book, if you've seen it before, is called All These Things. Now the first question that this book asks is, what is love? And one of the things that it points out is that it's really easy sometimes to give hugs and squeezes and kisses, and all those things are really, really nice. But there's something else about love that's really important. It's not just the cuddles and the squeezes and the things that we enjoy. It's also about a few other things like being kind. And in this picture, you can see that the little boy is feeding a hungry rabbit. So when the rabbit's hungry, we don't just cuddle him and squeeze him, do we? We give him what he needs. A nice hot bowl of food. That's love, isn't it? Another thing that love is that doesn't always feel very good is waiting our turn. Waiting our turn can be really difficult. It can be difficult to have patience and wait for our turn. Can you see what's happening in this picture? I think the little girl with the star on her shirt would really, really like to feed that lamb. But someone else is feeding the lamb at the moment, and she has to wait her turn. This shows us that love is waiting for others to have their turn. Love could be thinking about how much this little girl is enjoying feeding that lamb and being really happy for her that she's having such a lovely time. And as much as we want to jump in and do the same thing, Having patience shows that we love and respect the person in front of us in the queue. Another thing that love is being grateful for what we're given. Can you see what's happening in this picture? I think the little girl wishes that she had a cupcake with a cherry on top. What do you think? She's sort of looking over her shoulder and pointing like, ooh, I think I'd like one of those instead. But you know what might be a better response is being really thankful for her cupcake. What's on her cupcake? She's got some lovely sprinkles. On the next page, we see what actually happens with one of those cupcakes with the cherry on top. Do you see this little boy? He doesn't just keep it for himself. He gives it to a baby. Isn't that just the sweetest, loveliest thing? And that shows us how love is kind. So it's not thinking about ourselves and what we might like, but how something that we have make someone else happy. And that's really hard sometimes, isn't it? But it's a sign that God is working through you. This page is talking about when we want something to happen quickly and when we want to be first. Can you see there's some face painting going on here? And this little girl has a butterfly painted on her face. Has anybody ever had a butterfly or an animal painted on your face? It looks really cool when it's finished, doesn't it? And the little girl with the star shirt wishes that she could get her face painted as well, and she wants to be first. She's saying, me first, me, me, me. Has anybody ever heard those words? Yeah, it's difficult waiting our turn, isn't it? In this picture, she's quite cross because the little boy got his face painted first. Oh dear. This page encourages us to count to 10 when we feel cross, and maybe before we say something that we don't necessarily mean or that isn't kind and patient. So she's counting to 10. Love is also about doing things that are good for us. Love is saying no to bad things. Do you see that this little boy, he would really like those biscuits in the container, but I can see that his dinner is cooking on the stove. Do you know that grown-ups, especially grown-ups, find it difficult to wait for dinner? But it's the best thing. And love is also about saying yes to good things, like brushing our teeth. It's really important that we take care of ourselves and that we listen to what our parents have asked us to do because they love us and they want the best for us. This is an interesting picture. This is a boy with his daddy, and the page says, love lets others have a go and hopes they will do well. What is it that they're doing? It looks like they are painting. But on the next page, you'll see that the painting has gotten a little bit messy, maybe a little bit out of control. Daddy's got paint on his face and on his shirt and on the table. And the little boy has run off with a wet painting. Oh dear, where could that end up? On the walls? On the sofa? And what it says, when you want to give up, love keeps on going. Love is all these things, and so sometimes we feel like giving up, but it's really important to continue. I hope that this story has helped you to think a little bit more about how we can be patient and kind to those that we love.
Oh, thanks so much, Kate. That was so wonderful to hear that story. I've got a little challenge for you this week. Why don't you see if you can show love to someone around you? It might be one of your friends or one of your family. And we would love to see a picture of what you have done. So whether you've made something for someone, or if you've had a special day out or done some baking together, we would love to see it. So why don't you share it on our Facebook? We will see you again next week. Bye.
Dear God, thank you that you talk to us, and please help us to listen. Amen.